HSBC. It's Pool A for the first time today. Spain, Argentina, Australia and Japan in this group. Australia are one of the contenders, one of the four teams that can still win the title, as is Argentina. Now, a lot has to happen for Argentina to get into that position, but first things first, to them come out and beat Spain. Alongside me, Zach Test. Argentina, no Marcus Moneta for them this weekend. How does that impact the Argentine side?
Well, it's going to be tough for them without their true speedster, but they've got the magician in the middle of the park in his 89th tournament, Gaston Rival, leading the squad. We're out here in sunny California in the speed and skill of sevens. You know, Argentina's played form very well in USA, making most of their finals here, and so they're going to hope to get back there so if they have a chance to win the title.
Both of these teams will love the heat, and in a city where you come to reinvent yourself, Spain have had something of an extreme makeover. 9 debutants in their squad of 13 here this weekend. 15 tournaments in total. The entire squad adds up to 15, so they are, rebuilding, shall we say.
Yeah, a young squad. It's going to be important for them to just do the little things really well. Take care of the ball, make their tackles, get up off the floor, regain their connection defensively, and try and shut down this powerful Argentine side.
A couple of 18-year-olds amongst those debutants for Spain. Of course, Argentina, well, they, as I said, are missing Marcus Moneta. No Felipe Del Mestre either, so a couple of players not here for Argentina, but they have lit up the series this season. Of course, that great win in Vancouver where they beat Fiji in an epic final to take the title. Mention the experience there he is of Gaston Rival, 89th World Series tournament. What's that, about 4 times the combined total of Spain?
He is just an ageless wonder, continues to get better and better at each and every tournament. 89 is such an impressive number, and for him to lead out his squad here in sunny California, chasing the title, what a moment for this man.
Franco Sabato coming into this team as well. 61 tournaments for him, so Spain, huge moment for so many of these young men on debut. It is hot in the California sunshine for sure. And these teams will relish it. First match in Pool A, it is Argentina against Spain. Gaston Rival gets us underway, a shallow kick-off to allow his big men to soar, but it's knocked down on Spain's side, so good for them to get hands on ball early, try a few new things, and they will play the knock-on off the kick-off instead.
You can see an early tactical plan from Argentina. They want to put loads of pressure on these young Spanish players at the breakdown, seeing if they can turn over the ball time and time again. But Spain got their first scrum of the game, right? Slow things down, get yourself sorted, get your set piece moving, get yourselves on the front foot.
Miguel Rena, he is one who has played on the World Series, 5th tournament for him. He played at the last event in London. One of the players to lead this very new look Spanish side. He had Rival all over him, but in and out it comes nicely for the Spanish to work with. There's a good bit of footwork early on as well from Ramon Galeja. Shoveled towards the sideline though. That's hearty defence early on from Matías Osadsuk to win the ball back for Argentina.
What a tone-setting tackle. I'm just going to lift you up and take you out of bounds. That's how you set the tone of the game. Now Argentina can slow the game down, get their line out going, and get a really good set-piece move going.
Rival. Schultz will be the target. Or was going to be the target in the middle, and that's where they do eventually go. Gee, that's quick ball off the top for Rival to work with. Wade standing in midfield, the man who won the turnover as well. Osadsuk charging forward. Matías Osadsuk wins the ball back for Argentina, scores the first try.
Great start for Argentina. Just a simple little out ball to the center. He beats his man with a nice little stiff arm and then has the pace to finish it. Great start for Argentina. Spain just got to make their tackles, right? Stay in the game, do the little things really, really well. Great little out ball, great fend, skips out of the tackle. Really, really well done by Argentina. A little dummy and has the pace to finish it for the first 5 points of this game.
Just got such a well-balanced squad, haven't they, Argentina? Even without a couple of those guys, they've got a couple of big monsters, the little masters as well, the speedsters, everything you want, the ingredients of a good seven-side. And a wonderful coach as well, too, we should mention, in Santiago Gomez Cota. Argentina go up early, 7 points to 0. Ball again falls back on the Argentine side. It's De La Vega who clears away for Revol. Now, here he is again working on the right, the fair-headed Osadsuk. Iskro switches the point of attack as they pull the strings in the middle. They've really stretched the Spanish defence here, swatting away players as Herman Schultz. And they go in quickly for their second through one of their best this season, Luciano Gonzalez.
Yeah, like you said, Ricky, they're just so well balanced. You can see that they've just got power that they can just pound you in the outside channel. They've got the little magician and Gaston in the middle to move the ball, and then they got the speed to finish it. Just such a well balanced team. They control what they can control. They do the little things really, really well, and they got a nice second score to start off this match.
The new Spanish captain, Francisco Coscuelo. His first meeting with Herman Schultz is a memorable one. He's not the only player who's been sat back down by the big Argentine number 3, but Luciano Gonzalez with the finish.
Sometimes you got to take a little bit above a bump to get into the game. So we'll see how Spain responds now.
Nice start for Argentina, 12-0. Wonderful work in the air. Pinpoint kick for De La Vega to bring down, but he's had it ripped away. Good hustle from the Spanish. That allows them Serrano. Oh, Manteca folded in half. Oberneja up over halfway now. This is promising for Spain. Oh, that's going to come back on Argentina's side though. And look at Revol. Gosh, it's like there's about 15 Argentines on the field at the moment. They've got a lot of time and a lot of space. Here's De La Vega with room to move. Soaring high and scoring tries. Argentina get their third.
Now Argentina just putting Spain under pressure at that breakdown, winning the penalty. And then what fantastic skill to just skip the ball through the hands and put their man away in the corner. Really, really patient attack from Argentina, and really, really dog-like mentality on defense to turn that ball over.
Well, they've had a bit of a wobble in the last few tournaments, Argentina. They got themselves to the top of the standings, and then they were 5th in Toulouse and 9th in London. So that's seen them drop down the rankings, but this is a good sign for them to start. This is a very good conversion to make it 19 points to 0. Kickoff is allowed to bounce and then knocked on the Argentina side. Osadsuk picks up the loose ball, bumps off one, takes a couple of players to bring him down, and now they spread Iskro. Gonzalez, Luciano Gonzalez does it himself.
Really, really well done by Gonzalez to spot the gap. Argentina doing a fantastic job. This is the game of sevens. You hold on to the ball, you can control possession, you control the game. Really, really well done by Argentina. Spain just getting their disconnection a little bit. Number 4, Rihanna, just shooting out of the line just a little bit, giving that gap for Gonzalez to slide through there for the 4th try of the game.
Now this is a rude introduction to life on the World 7 Series for so many of these Spanish debutants. Slides over from in front. It's all Argentina at the moment, 26 points to 0. Argentina have run some changes now. Revol's gone to the bench. Osadsuk to the bench. Bit of work in the air this time, and again it lands just on Argentina's side. And that would have been one hell of a first effort for Franco Rosetto, the 18-year-old on debut for Argentina. Not to be.
Almost an incredible moment for the young man. Just couldn't hold on to it. Just a little bit of a handling error. For Spain here, big moment, okay? They haven't had a whole lot of possession. Let's control the ball, let's secure possession, and let's go down the field and score.
Set. Some of the permutations for Argentina. This will help. This is untidy. Reina puts foot to ball, and again, even the ugly bounces are going Argentina's way. Here's Rossetto, the 18-year-old, still going, taking Spanish defenders with him. And now just holes and lines all opening up at will and at ease for Argentina. And this time it is Rodrigo Izquierdo who gets the fifth of the half.
Well, it all started from the young man on debut, fending, driving his legs, gaining about 15 meters, sucking in all those Spanish defenders, and then incredible in-line. Great chemistry between those two players. Fantastic work by Argentina on transition attack.
No problem. With the extra 2 points, it's all Argentina at half-time. 33 points to nil, they lead Spain in Pool A. What advice do you offer to a young Spanish side who've just been put to the sword in their first 7 minutes?
Well, they've got to control the ball. They understand that Argentina's going to come and be ruthless at the breakdown, so they've got to get their support there immediately, be in the right body position, reload so they can have time to attack, and they've really got to take care of the ball. Take a breath. You got 7 minutes to get back into this game. You weather the storm, get back to your game plan, and use the ball and take care of it really, really well.
Argentine fans in the crowd will be very pleased with what they've seen. 5 tries in the first half, 53 points to nil. Argentina leading Spain. Spain with 9 debutants in their squad this weekend. Argentina, one of the 4 contenders for the title. High restart straight down the middle allows Argentina to attack in the air. This is going to fall on Spain's side though. Oh, again, hard defence, making some big tackles. Izquierdo it was, and I think he's going to come up second best out of that tackle. We'll play on at the moment with the Spanish. And again, 2-man tackle. Cuscuelo trying to cut back in field, creating something as Manteca. Up over halfway. First time we're seeing Spain build a couple of phases, string some passes together. Here's Galeja trying to get some room down the right. Again, Argentina's defence just sweeps across nicely. Schultz rushed up that time. Through the hands they go. That ball is going to be called forward. Yeah, it is. Just spilled out of the hands of Obaneca. That good work comes undone.
Time's off. White 7, substitution. 7 Argentina.
Just unfortunate there for the Spanish side. They built some nice phases. They disorganized Argentina's defense. Just unfortunate with a little bit of a handling error. That just didn't go where it needed to go. They had the overlap. They were going to put Argentina under pressure again, but such a great title contender like Argentina, you have to put them away when you have those opportunities.
Coming back on.
Great for Santiago Gomez Corda, the
Crouch.
Argentine coach, is able to
Bind.
put some fresh legs out, roll through his subs.
Set.
Here's Alejo Fajachen on debut, the halfback now, jersey number 7 for Argentina. So some new faces coming into the side and doing equally as well and pumping their way through another tackle. Atin Flaha just comes unstuck for Argentina. Spain deep inside their own territory. They're cutting back into traffic a wee bit. Ball sits to be plucked from the 22. Spinning out a one tackle again, Kaleha. Look to get him involved. Oh, it's spilled on Argentina's side though. Artin Flaha, ball back in field for Loving in, and then inside once more for Matteo Graziano to score under the posts.
All that experience for Argentina paying off. Just being controlled on defense, keeping Spain in front of them. And then Spain just getting a little bit isolated with their runners and not taking care of the ball. It's going to be crucial in this game. Little spills out the side and a little flick pass inside to the speedster. A little beautiful switch and wonderful support play to score under the post for 5 points for Argentina. They've just been clinical so far, just doing the little things really, really well. And that's why they're in the title contention, those little things.
It has been really clinical. Barely made mistakes either, Argentina. Just the start they would have wanted as they chase the title. The door is already slightly open. We've got a long way to go. With South Africa dropping their opening game,
2 knocks, first red.
Spain can't bring that restart in.
Argentina have just owned the aerial game today. They've just starved Spain in possession. It really comes from the great kicks from their kickers, putting it right where their aerialists can go get, and disrupting the Spanish players in the air.
Crouch! Go on, go on. Bind. Set. Stay there.
Alejo Lafayette, the debutant, scoots away. Spinning away from tackles is the other one, Rossetto. This 18-year-old really looks like something quite special, and a couple of the wee glimpses we've already had. Franco Rossetto scores his first try on the HSBC World 7 Series.
Congrats, Franco. What a way to start your career. Little spin move down the sideline. Absolutely fantastic. Whoop! Put the defender in the spin cycle, and then has the gas and the pace to just really turn it on down the sideline for his first 5 point in his career.
Yeah, he looks like he's got something about him. The 18-year-old.
That'll be a moment this man remembers for the rest of his life.
Conversion from out wide is away, but 45 points to 0 now. Still 2.5 to go. Really need to see Spain show a bit of fight and hustle here. Spain able to bring this ball down this time. Let's see what they can build from inside their own 22. As good as Argentina's attack has been, their defence has been rugged and very solid. Remains so at the moment. Argentina. Spain looking for a hold Belenches, and that's a nice little inside ball. And here's some space for Spain. Straight up the middle, there's a big chase coming. He's got support runners with him. Isn't going to need them. Miguel Reina gets the try for Spain. Great perseverance.
Great fight mentality from the Spanish. Really well done. They understand the pressure that Argentina is going to bring them defensively. They had a nice little switch, little inside ball, and Reina, really well done, understanding that he can pace the burn to go put his team under the sticks.
Miguel Reina, as I said, is one of the players who has had some World Series experience. This is his 6th tournament.
That's something that Spain can learn from, right? The game hasn't really gone their way, but it's those little moments like there where you get yourself on the front foot, you get the momentum on your side, and you score a nice try. They can build off that the rest of the tournament.
Straight away though, it's one of the fundamentals of the game. Martin, kick doesn't go the 10 metres, it'll hand possession back to Argentina right on halfway.
Yeah, when fatigue sets in, you really got to focus and dial in on your technique. Ball not going 10 just gives Argentina another chance to put another 5 to 7 points on the board.
Argentina build a very narrow channel for Otsatsuk, who was really prominent in that first half. A little sideways for her, but created some space, and they're getting the feet and the hands and the bounce and everything going their way. Good cover defence, though, from Spain on Graciano. There's Rosetto looking for a second. The 18-year-old. Great heads up, took it upon himself, scores in the corner.
Silky support and silky skill from the Argentines once again, shifting the ball, putting the Spanish team under pressure. Great cover tackle here from the young man on the edge. Rosado just understands the disconnect and sees a little gap and goes in for his second of his career. Well done.
That is the icing on the cake. Conversion from the sideline. 52 points to 7. Argentina, job done first up as they race for the title.
Yeah, just clinical from Argentina. Tough game for Spain, but something that they can learn from. Got a lot of young players. They understand what it's going to take to win on this circuit, but just absolute class from Argentina.